Guys, it's Miss Clark. I am here to do your Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021 reading lesson. And our I can statement is I can determine from whose point of view the story is being told. All right, so some vocabulary we're going to be working on is wicked, chatter, and darlings. So chatter means like, talking. Darlings means like sweethearts. And wicked means like, evil. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing we've been doing for the past couple days is we're going to listen to a story and it's called Seriously, Cinderella is So Annoying. And we're going to look at it from the point of view of somebody else, another character in the story. So I want you to be thinking about the differences. All right. So think about the original story of Cinderella versus this version. Okay. So this one, again, is called Cinderella. Seriously, Cinderella is so annoying. Okay. All right. Seriously, Cinderella is so annoying. You must have heard of me, the wicked stepmother. Not true. It's just another one of Cinderella's wild stories. Not as wild as the one about the pumpkin. And the fairy godmother, the real story, the true story, began with some chatter and some dust. All I ever wanted was a husband and a mansion. Before I married Cindy's father, my two darlings and I had met Cindy only a few times. The girl had seemed normal then. After I married Cindy's father, my darlings and I moved in. When I had just one foot on the front step, my dear husband kissed me goodbye and said, "I'm off on business." He leaves often, Cindy said, but the animals stay put. They talk, they joke, they sing, they even help out, especially the bluebirds. All right, so there's a picture of the stepmother and the stepsisters and Cinderella in the background. Now, I don't mind a story, but I like facts, not fiction. Soon the girl was talking all kinds of hokey pokey. Once upon a time, Cinderella said, one of the bluebirds became blue. Not the color, the feeling. His friend had flown south. My darlings and I were stuck near the front door. I just wanted to put away my bags. And that's when I saw it. Dust. Dear, is the whole house this dusty? I asked. I don't know, Cindy said. I'll give you a tour. My cat is trying to get in on the recording. I'm sorry in advance. In the dining room, Cindy told stories. In the study, Cindy told stories. Non-stop. Girls, I said, time to get to work. This place needs a good cleaning. Once upon a time, when I was cleaning, Cindy started. Oh, boy. Sorry. She's not being very nice. Okay. All right. So Cindy mopped the floor, but she finished so fast, my darlings had barely started. Did you know robins and sparrows are my friends? She said, but the sparrows don't like the robins, silly creatures. Once upon a time, one of the robins, Cindy, dear, I said, why don't you go and wash the clothes now? But Cindy washed them so fast, how on earth did she do it? I had to find another chore for her just to keep busy. If there's one thing squirrels love, it's washing clothes, Cindy said. The rats, though, would rather iron. You know, one day squirrels and rats doing laundry, quit telling such foolish stories, I said. Time passed, but nothing changed. In the garden, Cindy told stories. In the kitchen, Cindy told stories. At dinner, I couldn't hear myself think. Dear, please, I said, stop talking. But Cindy didn't stop. As you can see, they stuck things in their ears so they wouldn't have to listen to her again. One day, a letter arrived. It was an invitation to the king's ball. The prince would surely fall in love with one of my darlings. Then they would marry, live in a beautiful castle, and one day be king and queen of all the land. Oh, stepmother, I have to go, said Cindy. Once upon a time, a girl and a prince, and then, just like that, Cindy lost her voice. Imagine, it had to be from all that storytelling. Well, what could I do? I told Cindy she had to stay home, for her health. She cried, of course, but a ball was no place for a sick girl. She needed rest. Sometimes it's so hard being a stepmother. Yeah. At the ball, my darlings twirled. They whirled, but then some strange girl waltzed in. Her gown was magnificent. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I wondered how much it cost and if my seamstress could copy it for me. The prince and the girl danced and pranced. My poor darlings were left princeless. They're the two girls. The original story, I remember the dad died. A few days later, the prince made an announcement. A glass slipper had been left at the castle. The prince would marry the girl whose foot it fit. Our big chance. After visiting every other mansion in the neighborhood, the prince's valet arrived at our door. Me, said one of my darlings. No, me, said the other. One at a time, said the valet. A valet is like a person who drives a carriage. Each girl tried, but the shoe didn't fit. Then Cindy pushed out a whisper. Please, let me try. The shoe fit. Cindy pulled the match out of her pocket. What? My darlings cried. Cindy pushed out another whisper. She said something about a pumpkin coach and mice that turn into horses. She even added a fairy godmother. Please, there's no such thing. But I still don't know where she got those shoes. See, they're looking on in astonishment. A few days later, the prince married Cindy. Poor man. He had no idea what he was getting himself into, but we lived happily ever after. Look like they're giving each other high fives. Yeah, a little bit of shine on the page. All right, so the think about it section says, read a classic version of Cinderella. Now look at the stepmother's version. List some things that happened in the classic that didn't happen in the stepmother's, and then list some things that happened in the stepmother's that didn't happen in the classic. So how are the two stories different? All right, so I want you to get out your packet from this week. I want you to turn to this page. It's Wednesday 3-3, and it says, seriously, Cinderella is so annoying at the top. And then you're going to do the same questions that you've been doing for the past couple days, but with this story instead. So it says, what point of view did the author take? Explain with text evidence. Could there be different points of view? What would they be? Why are these points of view important to better understand the reading and information? And how could some people interpret this differently? Explain. So go ahead and finish that up. And I will see you guys in my next video, which should probably be tomorrow's reading as well. So you'll get to see me all week. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.